Hey y'all, thank you for listening. This is a reading for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see what's happening. I guess we can just do quick reads for everybody now. We might as well just keep going. Um, so Cancer, letter R is here, or RE, Airy, Auntie, Auntie, NT, anything like that. And initials feel like a really big factor. Seems like somebody who's shocked. They look shocked, but they look shocked at how cold somebody is, how numb somebody is. This energy is, they just don't have any fucks to give. They look like they just are done putting in effort, work, doing anything, honestly, to help in this situation. And it feels like it's to hurt someone's feelings. Like, so say if somebody was being very supportive before, they're not being supportive now, but it's to intentionally get under somebody's skin or to intentionally bother this person, you know, like I said, to hurt their feelings, to make them feel some type of way. And it's a karmic relationship or situation, a karmic partner that has been blocked, and they can't believe that they've been blocked or shut out, you know. It's almost as if like they thought that they were going to be able to constantly berate this energy or betray this energy over and over and over and over, and this energy was just like, all right, I'm cool on that. So they put like their shell on their back, you know, their turtle shell, their crab shell, okay, for Cancer. They went back into their shell. So now this energy is inside of their shell. These people are kind of like, all right, well, this isn't fun to play with anymore, right? Because they expected Cancer to pinch and continue to get knocked around and tossed around and fight back, right? Cancer is done with that. Cancer is realizing that their home is on their back. Their home is everywhere that they go. They have peace inside of themselves, so they are retreating inside of themselves where they find the peace, the safety, and security. Okay? So whatever is happening here, they're done. And it feels like they kind of want people to apologize to them or in a place or space where they feel like they've been tormented. And it's because they have been tormented. These people are constantly criticizing this individual or talking shit about this individual, spying on this individual, gossiping about this person, spreading rumors, you know? And it feels like it's taking a toll on this person mentally, emotionally. They may be in a space to where they constantly are trying to like find new places, spaces, and people to latch onto because they don't want to be around familiar energies. They may be moving around like a nomad, that type of stuff, wandering. But it's because they don't want to be latched onto these familiar energies because these familiar energies scrutinize them. And it feels like they now have lost everything because of this scrutiny, or these people have ruined their reputation, possibly their life, their lifestyle, their business, their brand, their career, all because they wanted to kind of like scare people from being this person's friend, or they wanted to scare this energy out of this picture, out of the equation, you know? So now it feels like they're kind of in a space to where they're stuck because instead of looking like they had a reason to hate this person or these people, they look more of like a bully or like someone who's been jealous of another or others. And it feels like along with their friends or siblings, you know, like they're attached to other people who they've recruited to be on this hater shit. But the people that they've recruited to be on the hater shit with them are not really feeling it anymore. And they seem like they've caused someone to be very lonely or alone, and they don't like the way that it feels, or they don't like the fact that they are responsible for this energy potentially being alone, or possibly not having an influence, not having support, not having help, not or being fucked up financially, socially, or ruining their reputation. They played a huge role in whatever is going on here. So now the manipulator seems to be ready to take action because the manipulator honestly looks like they feel bad. The manipulator looks sad, but the manipulator looks sad because they're getting cut off. You know, however this resonates, they're getting cut off. They've ruined somebody's reputation, especially if there's like a Pamela, Pema, anything like that. That's a factor here. This entity seems like they're ready to step out on faith, but they have to keep it real. And they have to keep it real about the fact that they betrayed this party. And it's kind of like whatever is happening in this equation, it may cost them to like break down. They may have caused something to break down, or someone is finally ready to admit that they are breaking down, you know? But it's because of them getting betrayed, getting stabbed in the back. Like they've gone through too much, and the mental stress of whatever they are experiencing or have experienced, it feels like it is too much because they haven't been able to heal or haven't had any time to really take off to be able to heal or even focus on their own emotional needs. So it just feels like somebody who got betrayed picked themselves back up and had to keep going and going and going and going and going. So as their wounds are healing, they never took time to really patch them up, to tend to them. You know what I mean? So they could have healed a little better. They could have healed in a little more in a manner that would have helped them kind of like experience less problems in the future, but they didn't, and because they weren't able to. So it's almost as if like um you have surgery on your foot. You're not supposed to walk on your foot, but you keep walking on your foot because you're keeping yourself busy when you really shouldn't be. And your foot doesn't heal in the way that it was supposed to. So you may still have ongoing problems in the future with that foot, even though you already had surgery on it. Okay? That's what I have here. This energy was not supposed to be working or doing something. They needed time to rest, and they did not get the time to rest their mind, body, soul, or to recharge in some type of way, possibly to replenish themselves financially, to replenish their bank account, their savings, whatever this is. They have not had any time to recover. And it feels like because of that, they have lost their fucking sanity, or they are in a place to where they are on the brink of losing their sanity. But again, it's because this is like all gas, no brakes. They're not getting any breaks. They're not getting any time to check out mentally, or they don't have the space to be able to really feel like they're going to, they can manifest what they want, when they want, how they want. It's almost like their resources are limited, their time is limited, you know? But it's all because somebody has been lying, or somebody lied in this equation. Especially if there's a Rochelle, Roch, Rich, Reach, Reg, Reg, anything like that, that may be a factor here, Cancer. So whatever is going on, this energy has been very hateful, very jealous. And Cadillac feels like a big factor here. And I'm seeing big cowboy hats, like the state of Texas may be a factor, and the state of Mississippi. Missy, anything like that may be a factor. Whatever is going on here, somebody has caused breakup, separation, and sadness in somebody's life, but it's all because they wanted to take something or someone from this person, you know? Whether it was like their partner, their child, their children, a friend they wanted to keep to themselves. You know, like, I don't know if y'all have ever like been cool with people, but it's like when you have other friends or mutual ties and stuff, they want to be the favorite. They want to be the center of attention. Like that feels like a really big factor here, to where this energy just was desperate to kind of like kick somebody out of the picture, get somebody out of the frame. And they were going to do this by any means necessary, especially if Mati, Maddie, Mati, anything like that is a factor in this equation. They wanted this party out of the picture, but they wanted this person out of the picture because they're jealous of them. And it feels weird to me because they seem older than the individual that they're jealous of. So they should behave. You would expect them to behave in a more mature manner, but they're very childish. They're very competitive. But it honestly feels like it's because this energy didn't start feeling attractive until like their 30s or like later in life. So they still kind of like, they never got the attention that they were looking for. And now they feel like they have the ability to buy the attention that they're looking for, or to get it through their rear end, through their butt, their backside, something like that. So that's what they've been doing. But it's not connecting. It's not creating long-term relationships, long-term connections. You know, they can use their body to attract what they want, their money to attract what they want, but that's all these people are going to stick around for, versus having people who are actually going to vibrate from a frequency of love. So somebody is realizing that their body is their business, not necessarily their brain, their intellect, their work, their property, whatever they're creating is not what's bringing in the revenue, or the likes, the views, whatever. It's their body. So nobody's paying attention to what they're saying. It's more of they're looking at them like, ooh, you know what I mean? And they kind of seem like they're tired of feeling like an object or whatever is going on here. Um, Somebody gets a lot of attention for their work, and they may have the body and the lifestyle to go with it. So it's kind of like beauty and brains, or the triple threat, you know. Keep hearing marker, marker. Yeah, whatever's going on here, somebody's been blocked out and they're trying to manipulate their way back in, but they've caused so many losses, Cancer, that it's almost as if the wind is going to blow them right back to where they came from. The winds. They're going to go right back to where they came from and be forced to kind of watch this individual find their happiness and success without them. And they're not trying to smile in this person's face, but it feels more of this energy hasn't been supportive the whole ride, the whole journey. So now that this plane is mid-air, why the fuck would you want their help now? Like, the plane is already off the ground. Like, go on the fuck on somewhere. Like, you might kick this motherfucker out without a parachute. Like, fuck on. Like, fly out. Like, don't try to hop on this plane now that it's taking off, or now that you see the success, or now that you see that it's easy, or now that you see that things are going good. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck on. Like, that's all this is. This person didn't believe in somebody's dreams. They have been completely unsupportive. They don't fuck with somebody like that. They keep talking shit about this person and what they do, who they are, what they're into, what they're wearing, everything about their life, just for them to, like, feel like a fucking fool for doing it. And they still are paying attention. Especially if there's a Chicky or Chucky, Cheeky, Chicky, Chucky, Chacky, Cheeky, Chucky, Chick. Anything like that, that's a factor in this equation. Synergy is a lame. And I'm seeing like those platform Chuck Taylors, like the black ones. I don't know how this is going to resonate, but it's almost like, I don't know, y'all. Like, this should be lame, Cancer. Like, these people have been so fucking competitive, but they're competitive because they're catty, and they compete with their own family, friends, and associates, and they think that everybody else gets down like that, or like they're fake as fuck to their own family, friends, and associates, but they still hang with each other, and they assume that everybody moves like that, but they're realizing that they can act like that amongst each other, but we will dismiss ourselves from those settings, from those conversations, like I said, from those groups, from those affiliates and associates, if they function in shady manners like that. We don't fuck with people that function slimy, you know what I mean? And these are slimy ass energies. So it's kind of like, they're not, they're too childish, too immature, too snake-like, and too pussy on some real shit. These are punks. These are punks. They'll run their mouth and talk shit about people, but they ain't gonna talk this shit to these people's faces. They won't talk crazy like this to these people directly, or to nobody that knows these individuals, because they're gonna tuck their tail if they get confronted about the shit that they've said. Okay? So don't throw a rock and hide your hand. Like, whatever is going on in this equation, if you're cross-watching, don't throw a rock and hide your hand. Talk all this big ass shit that you've been talking behind the scene in Cancer's face. Talk of this big ass shit that you've been talking behind the scenes to everybody's fucking face. You little pussy ass bitch. Like, whatever is going on here, you pussy as hell, and you know that. You know that. You pussy, and you a fucking snake. And now it's coming across to me as if others are seeing how pussy you really are, because all you keep doing is talking shit behind somebody's back. You're not going to address this person directly. You would never talk this shit to this person's face. You would never come at this person crazy in the way that you're trying to act. You feel me? So shut the fuck up. Like, whatever is going on here, you're a fucking bitch, and you know you a bitch. And it feels like you know this person to call you a bitch to your motherfucking face. Period. That's why you tucking your tail and you hiding, because you know you talking shit about motherfuckers that really a deal with you. Okay? I'm hearing we don't play that. We don't play that. What's 50 Cent? We don't play that G Unit. We don't play around. What's that, Wankster? Right, I can't make this shit up. Like it's like, and I tell people like this shit ain't about being gangster. This shit is not about gangsterness. It's not about no type of nothing like that. This shit is about principles. You feel me? Some of us don't. A lot of us are taught to handle shit by any means necessary, but it doesn't have to be handled with violence. Okay, but shit gonna get handled regardless. Motherfuckers get dealt with regardless. Okay, but we move into places when we start raising our frequency to where we don't have to do anything because God will handle everything to make sure that we stay on our paths. I don't want you to fuck up what you got going on. I don't want you to mess up the fact that you're in alignment. So let me handle your problems. Let me handle this stuff for you. I don't want you to bring that negative karma back into your life. So let me handle this. I got it. You retaliate yourself, you got to deal with the consequences of that retaliation, and God will not be there through that protection from whatever you've done. Maybe eventually, but that's where free will lies. If we are fully aware of what God is asking us to do, then doing the wrong thing becomes a sin. That's where consciousness plays in. If you are actively choosing to do the wrong thing, you are choosing to disobey God. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. You know, you can do whatever, whenever, however you want to do it when you don't know the rules or even know that rules exist. But once you become aware of the rules, your conscious starts to kind of like, I can't say have a moral compass, but it's more of like you kind of have to weigh your options, weigh the pros and cons of things, you know? And this is the part where it feels like that is taking place. The pros and cons are getting weighed, but the pros and cons, the pros seem like they're outweighing the cons in this equation. So it's kind of like, well, this energy that's talking all of this shit has all of this negative thing, all these negative things going on. They have this history or whatever the fuck in the background type shit, but this other individual that they're talking shit about seems to be solid. So it's like, I heard ain't no smut on my name. I keep hearing that. So it's like, somebody with a horrible reputation talk shit about somebody who's solid. You let somebody that's flaky and fake as fuck talk shit about somebody who's solid, or somebody that you know will have your back through thick and thin type shit. Like what? What? Flat out. These motherfuckers, I keep telling y'all, they killing themselves. Like they have already decided what side of the fences that they want to be on. They have already decided what teams that they're playing for. Okay? All of this shit, we don't have to make these decisions for these people. Okay? They're eliminating themselves out of our lives, and we just have to accept that shit. They're messy as fuck. They're nosy as hell. They keep spying on us. They keep watching us, especially pocket watching us, because their lives are miserable as fuck. They're unhappy, and they cannot accept the fact that they owe us apologies that they have not given us and that we are no longer waiting for. It's more of like, get the fuck away from me, you and all your fake ass friends. You and all the fake ass people you hang with or be around or whatever. You on this fake ass shit that you on. Get away from me. Period. Period. We're not taking any further losses for nobody. These people look like they're about to lose their jobs. Their lives are about to fall apart in different ways, especially throughout the month of June. And then it seems like it's because they've been gossiping, especially of June 25th, June 23rd through June 25th specifically is really significant here. I heard Kiki or Kiki, whatever is going on here. These motherfuckers better mind their business, or they better learn to mind their business real quick. Feels like donuts. A donut is a really big factor. Whatever is happening here, they can go ahead and keep trying it. They can keep trying it. But like I said, this is a third-party relationship or triangulation that is not going to work any longer. Somebody thinks that because they had some type of sex appeal or sexual connection, sexual fling, that made them somebody, you know? And they're realizing that they really just look like somebody's plaything. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. They're not being taken seriously. This shit is not serious. Whatever it is, it's just like, Or this person is going to constantly cheat on them and dog them out. So it's kind of like they've been playing a blame game, like trying to make it seem like this person is the reason that this energy is cheating or being shady or disloyal or They have a reason to be shady or disloyal to this person, coming up with excuses to act like this, but they don't. They don't. The people that they hang around act like that, and their energy is contagious and has rubbed off on them. That's all this is. You know, their friends are fake, so they are fake. They hang with cheaters, so they start cheating. You know what I'm saying? They're a dog. They hang with dogs, so they're a dog now. You get what I'm saying? It's that type of shit. Like, energy is contagious. They're a fake ass friend. Their friends are fake as fuck, and they're fake as fuck just like the rest of their friends. So it is what it is. These are demons, and we definitely don't need to be around them. We have already gotten away from them, in all honesty, and now it looks like they're again about to lose their job, and their lives are about to fall apart in different ways, and they're going to want to latch on to us or depend on us financially, and we don't have that help to offer them. That's why these boundaries have already been put in place, because these people didn't mean us no good. They've been talking shit behind our backs, and then these are going to be the same people who turn around and ask us for help, for assistance, for guidance, okay, in some type of way. Thank you so much.